Hello and welcome once again to Ignite Your Impact. My name is Jen Rhodes. I am now the Bionic Woman. Welcome to 2024. I am seated next to Mr. Matt Rhodes, whose tricep is popping. Sorry, I get distracted because you're just relaxing at the desk and your triceps are like, bow.
You're the Bionic Woman.
This is where you say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I am the Bionic Woman. I have a new knee.
It is 2024.
It is.
Today.
Happy New Year.
We are here. It has arrived. And
Woo.
a little more excitement, please, over there.
Okay. Woo.
It is, it's going to be the best year of our life. I can feel it. I can literally feel it in my bones that 2024 is going to be awesome.
You can feel it in your triceps. I'm sorry.
Yes. It's
Sorry.
not a bone.
Now you're blushing. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry.
We've been on this winning streak, and it's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah. Now, we're not assholes. We're not idiots. Yes, there have been challenges. We're human. Mm-hmm. But our wins outweigh our losses by leaps and bounds. And as we looked back on 2023, as we tend to do, right? And we were setting up our 24, we saw between the lines. It was like in the Matrix, right? When he finally saw the code.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we went back and we found out exactly when we won stuff, what we did, and when we lost stuff, what we did. It's like, it's right there.
It was almost just like, we're going to talk about that today. I want to obviously form an actual sentence to speak about it, but it was like that moment in the Matrix where everything turns to code and he's like, holy crap. So we're going to talk about that today. Now, many of you listening are clients that are killing it. My freaking little rock stars. And you have, what?
I don't call my clients freaking little rock stars.
Okay, what do you call your clients?
I don't know.
I call my ladies badass beast mommies.
Yeah, I don't call the guys that either.
Badass beast babes.
Yeah. I
like alliteration. But if you are listening and you are a client, that is excellent.
Perfect.
Okay. If your triceps look like Matt, you have really embraced the concept that we are going to nail today. And just know, if that's you, if I'm speaking to you, hey, you're awesome. Matt thinks you're a big rock star, not a little rock star. But I want you to keep listening because it is going to reinforce what you already know. And maybe you'll even apply it to other areas of your life when you hear it this way. But for someone listening that feels like you're swimming in circles, or you're just trying to keep your head above water, I want you to really let your guard down today. We're going to get vulnerable. We've been vulnerable on podcasts in the past. And I want you to just let your ego take a back seat for the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So it's obviously New Year. We've
Year.
already discussed that. But you may be listening to this on the first of the year. Maybe it could be the 7th. Whenever you're listening to it, let's just assume you've woken up. It's 2024, and you go to look in the mirror. We use this reference a lot because it means a lot to us. Mm. And you look in that mirror, and you're not happy with what you see staring back at you. You think there has to be a better way. And then you start to wonder, why do I not take action? Why is this so hard? I keep saying I'm going to do this, and then I just don't do it. And, this is a fitness podcast. But when I say look in the mirror, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get you to get on that winning streak as well. So it may not be the body image. You may already have what you want in that body image category. It could be finances, could be relationships. And you're looking in the mirror and saying, man, why have I not taken action? Why is this so hard? Why can't I get this done? So whatever it is that you are looking at, whatever category, I want you to picture that in your head. Because you've done these steps. I know you've done this. You've woken up and looked in the mirror and said those things. And any of you that are not on a winning streak in one of those categories, let today's podcast set you up for 2024. Let it show you what you need to do to start taking action.
So this podcast, pardon me, week after week, month after month, year after year, we're almost to year 2.
Yep.
We are now on episode 94. We started with a handful of listeners. Thank you to those handful of listeners. You are family. You are friends. And then there was a point where no one was really listening. Like it just wasn't hitting, or it wasn't on anybody's radar, and then something clicked, and then it just grew to where it is today. Like, I haven't looked recently, but if you're watching us on YouTube, hi. If you're listening, I don't know what our listenership is at, but it has really, 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 really blown up in the last, I'd say, 8 months, maybe even 6. Now, are there weeks that we sit down and we have no idea what we're going to say?
Yeah.
Or are we really busy? Or maybe do we have to record 3 in one day because I'm having knee surgery the next day? Yes, but we do it anyway. In our online business, it started with consistently sharing our vision and our message on social media. And that message, that vision, spoke to a handful of people. My original 10. Hey. And then the transformation came from those clients. And then the referrals started happening, which led to more posting on social media with more social proof with those transformations. And then it just started snowballing to where we are now. There's new hires on our team. I'm so excited for our new coaches. So excited for our new coaches. Now they're getting client transformations, which means more social proof, more posting. Now, are there days where I don't really feel like posting on social media? Are there days where I don't really have the words for whatever reel I have to record? Yeah. But I have to be consistent. Consistency is the only way we can bring what we want into the world.
Yeah, what Jen's framing up there is obviously, you can read between the lines, is consistency. We're going to talk through that, and let's use the fitness analogy, because I think everyone understands pretty well. Probably everyone listening understands that you got to consistently go to the gym 4 times a week, 45 minutes to an hour. You got to hit your macros 80 to 90% of the time, and you got it. There's no surprises. Everyone understands. I got to be consistent. That's kind of boring when you just talk about it, because we all understand that concept of consistency. But I'll go back to what Jen said earlier. She said, let your guard down for a minute. Put your ego in the back seat. I just want to repeat that, because if you're saying, yeah, I understand, I got to be consistent, I want you to do that, because you're going to pick something up today if you do those 2 things. If you let your guard down, put your ego in the back seat. Because I'll go back to what I said. Why have I not taken action? Why is this so hard? I know you've said those things, so that's what we're going to try and break through today. You understand consistency is the key, but consistency is hard for you because you don't see an immediate result and you think you have to go on to the next business. You understand the topic of consistency, but you don't understand why you can't stay consistent. It's because of that. You aren't seeing the result right away. You move to the next business. You move to the next relationship. You move to the next diet plan. You move to the next workout series.
But we get that.
Yes.
We absolutely
get that.
I can empathize.
Yes.
I hear it. We were there. We did that. If you've listened to any of our previous 90 some episodes, we hit on what we did. And we hit on what we used to live life like. Like, oh my God, I can't even imagine going back into the world where burning as many calories as I did a day, teaching how many classes and only eating like 900 calories. How did I survive? I still don't know how I survived. We did that, trying all the different plans, different hacks, different challenges. And then moving on to the next thing until we woke up and we looked in the mirror. We were not happy with what we saw looking back in our eyes, thinking there has to be another way. Why do I not take action? Why is this so fucking hard?
So what changed for us? That's the point. That's what we're going to share with you today. So how do we get consistent? If consistency is the key, how do we get there? So at that point, I was at a very low level and I didn't have anything left. And so consistency was hard for me. But then I had Jen and I had a coach. I hired a coach and I started following the plan. So I would go to the gym and I'd lift for 45 minutes to an hour, 4 days a week. And I'd get 10,000 steps and I'd eat balanced macros 80 to 90% of the time. With no results on day 1, surprisingly. No results on day 10. And no results on day 20. You've all felt that. You've went through that. In any of those areas, finances, gyms, whatever it is, you're day 20, you're not seeing any results, even though you're following the plan. So how did I stay consistent from this time and not jump to the next thing or quit? How did I actually believe this could work? My coach believed in me. He spoke my language. He taught me how to look beyond 20 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and have that visual image of what I wanted at the end of 90 days, 120 days, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and beyond that. And more importantly, it wasn't just the body image. He talked about all the things that would change when I got there. So I had Jen, and I had Jen not speaking my language, but I still had her because she already understood how to manipulate the body through macro distribution. She understood that because she studied the hell out of it. And she was an expert at it. And she did it on her own body already. So I had her and I had this coach helping me understand what it meant to get beyond day 20. And then day 25, I started to see a small little result. And that just pushed me harder. And I started to see it. And I really started to believe it. And then when I got to where I wanted to go, because I'm always pushing harder, but I got to that first stopping point. You know, I want to be the teacher because I just did not want to see another guy go through where I was at. And I didn't want to see another guy not be able to have that winning streak that I've gotten to get on because of this.
I love that. That's beautiful, actually.
Thank you.
I like vulnerable Matt with the pop and triceps. But okay, so here's the great news is that you don't have to go to the level that Matt went emotionally. Why? It's because of what I said earlier. There's social proof that you can transform as well. That is why I constantly post this message on social media. That is why I want to be an industry disruptor. That is why I want to get into the heads of everyone we can to show you that we have made this so fucking hard. Stop it. Stop it. It's so much easier. Please listen to me. I was on that side. There is a better way. That is why we do this podcast. For fitness and life, there's a better way. And it's easier. So I want to explain this secrets to success in 2024 with my beautiful new knee. Because Matt said consistency is key. But it can be hard. No, scratch. Consistency can be boring.
It can be boring, and it can be hard if you don't see what you're going after.
Ooh, if you can't see past the work.
Yep.
I like this analogy now because there is a key and there is a door. That is the work. And then there is what is on the other side of that door. Fuck, I love metaphors. The thing you may not be able to see yet. You have an idea what's on the other side, but you haven't seen it. You understand you have to be consistent. You've had the key in your hand. You've used it a handful of times. You've stuck it in the keyhole. Maybe turned it a few times. But the door never unlocked, so you walked away. So you found another key, did the same thing. The door didn't unlock. Now you think it's just you. But you know, deep down, you know the key works because you're seeing it with others. That plan works, but you think it's past your time or maybe way too far out of reach. I have to stop this dialogue because you are absolutely lying to yourself. You are 100% delusional. I am the truth fairy. You haven't been consistent enough for a long enough time. And you couldn't see beyond the door.
Yeah. And that's when we looked back at 2023. Here's the secret. When we looked back at 2023 and we were setting up our 2024 goals, what we realized that any of the successes that we'd had were just like the successes when I went through a body transformation. It came from having a clear picture of what we wanted and then taking consistent action towards it. Consistent action towards it. No matter how hard or boring it was, that was when we won. Was the consistent action every time. That is the secret to 2024 for you. That is the blueprint. See what you want, consistent action every single day.
The key to consistency, the key is consistency, but the key to consistency is seeing beyond the door.
Yes.
Even if you can't see beyond the door, look to others to help you paint the picture like Matt did. When that picture is there and the consistency is consistent enough, that door will open up.
Love it.
Love. Let's wrap this shit up, baby.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. If this resonated with you, please share it. That's the only way we can get this podcast to grow. Give us a 5-star review, like it, DM us, do all the things. High fives. We will see you next time, y'all.